All right, we are live. Welcome to the live, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. If you're listening back to this, I am Marina Blackford. I'm a two-time breast cancer survivor, and I started this YouTube channel to pay forward all my tips to cancer fighters and survivors and anybody that's just looking for how to get through hard things in their life. So, welcome. I'm going to make some just minor adjustments here. And I'm excited for everybody to hop on. I love seeing the first comment so I know that you can hear and see me. So feel free to comment. That's when I can also see your questions and any support you might want to pay forward to anybody watching. So, all right. Woo, I am excited. This live chat, if you're listening back, again, thank you for being here. Um, even though you might not be able to answer your questions, hello, first comments are on. I know you will get something out of listening to this podcast because something always comes up that I feel like is on my heart and soul. And then I get questions, and people respond with great answers, not just me. So, welcome to this community. Hello. Okay, first comment from Think Positive. Hello, Narin. Hello, Christine, returning. I see you. Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. All right, guys, it is Monday. So I hope you all are having a great Monday. I had a great morning getting the family going, getting my daughter off to her first day of preschool. So I'm feeling all the emotions today, but I'm so excited because as my family grows, I also get to grow in this community with what I'm doing. So it's allowing me to have a little more time to work on things that I've been working on. And I'm so excited. Things that I know will help people, like getting a chemo checklist together for you guys. Just things that if you're first finding me, that helps put my information into like one place. And that being said, I want to remind you guys, I am not a doctor. I am a two-time breast cancer survivor. I have done ANC chemo, carboplatin chemo, Taxol, a total of 31 infusions. I have done 30 radiation therapies. I've had a double mastectomy. I've had breast reconstruction. I've had a breast staph infection, a lumpectomy, multiple lumpectomies. I have had drains. I have had two ports. I have had a central line, a 24/7 antibiotic running in a fanny pack for 6 weeks. Um, I've had a lot of things, but I'm not your oncologist, and I'm not going to tell you medically what to do, but I'm going to help guide you from my experience. And so that's the rundown of what I've been through. What have you been through lately? Um, but look at me, guys. I'm here to share with you that there is life during and after cancer. And I feel like we all need to hear that because when you're first given a diagnosis, and I've been there, I was 31 years old and I had just qualified to run the Boston Marathon. So I would say I was in the best running shape of my life. And the next week, I had a biopsy that came back positive for cancer. And I have been knocked down. The second time I had cancer, I had just had my daughter who just turned 3 yesterday. And so I had a 2-year-old and a newborn, and I was told I needed to start chemo again. So I know what it's like to be on one plane, one direction of going somewhere in your life and be just knocked off your butt, totally, thrown into a spiral and have to do something hard. And I'm here to tell you, you can do it and you can get through it. And I pray you heal where you're at. So let's get going with some comments and questions. Narin, I was diagnosed with DLBC lymphoma. What diet should I follow after my chemo? I need to go through one more chemo session. Could you please help me with this? Yes, Narin. I'm sorry you're at where you're at, but thank you for being here. This is one of the top questions I've been getting lately. There's two top questions. Number one is, how do I deal with the fear of cancer coming back? And number two, and a close second, is what do I eat to prevent cancer? And this is where, again, I have to remind you guys, I am not a nutritionist, but I know for a fact that getting real, unprocessed beautiful, healthy food in our body is the best thing. What does that mean? It's a variety of fruits and vegetables. Some people would argue that not all fruits are created the same, and that's likely true. So you have to be aware of your blood sugar. Maybe bananas and apples are too sugary, but berries have antioxidants. They're fantastic. Things that are generally brightly colored are medicine for our body. So everybody's body is different, though, I do believe. So some people, peppers don't sit as well with them, and they sit fine with me. So you have to kind of pay attention to your body. Leafy greens, kale in different forms. I get it in salad. I kind of de-stem it and massage it. I cook it as well, put it in soups. Spinach. I love fresh spinach in my smoothies. It's a great way to get a quick boost of greens. So I think you just have to start to eliminate things that might be less good for you from your diet, like sodas or ultra processed foods, and start to add in more healthy things. You really should only be drinking things that serve you. So water, tea, organic coffee, organic cold pressed juices. But if it's anything other than that, we'll know that it's probably not good for us. So let's try to limit the lemonades, sodas, things with too much sugar. So start there. And just so you know, I will be getting through a program now that my daughter started school. I feel like I'm going back to school. I'm going to be doing a holistic cancer program that's going to teach me a lot about those foods, and I'll continue to share that. Fatima, hello. Tammy, hello. Your videos have helped me, and I appreciate you sharing your experiences. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys so much. I kind of have a busy background, I feel like, with my lives. So I'm going to spend some time even redoing this if you guys are watching. But there's some things that are important to me that trickled in the background. This one being my Boston Marathon medal and my picture of wearing a pink Survivor shirt and finishing the Boston Marathon 1 year after being diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer. 1 year after I ran. Slowest marathon ever. Still finished in 4 hours, 7 minutes. As you can see there, but it's special to me. And other stuff you'll see a big old picture of me and my hubby here. In this picture next to it, we hiked a glacier in Montana about a month and a half after finishing radiation therapy and about 4.5 months after finishing chemo. So it's possible to live life, guys, and keep going. I appreciate you guys watching. Helen, I lost 42 pounds and my doctor said it's from the cancer I have. Helen is a continuing supporter of my channel. She comes on the lives and she's dealing with the cancer that is advanced. And so I want us all to say a prayer for Helen and that she can be pain-free. And I'm thinking of you, Helen. Fatima, I was wondering when your hair started to grow back. It started to grow back at the end of chemo. So each time when I was in Taxol, chemo at the end, it started to slightly grow then. So like at the 15th Taxol or something. I finished chemo and my hair would sprout little like baby hairs. And then it kind of slows down where my husband and I actually chose to like kind of buzz it so it just looked even. And then it started to really grow. I would say at like 6 to 8 weeks for myself. And then I do feel like the eyebrows and eyelashes go through a whole new hair cycle. We get really excited it's coming back, and then they seem to fall out again, and then they start again. So for me, it's about 2 months after chemo that my hair starts to do something. It could be longer for some of you. It could be 6 months. And I wanted you to not stress about it. That sounds so crazy because it's so stressful, but stress in your body is not serving you at any point. So the more you can minimize stress, the better. Let's focus on what you can do. You need to get a coconut oil to massage your scalp with, maybe a gentle scalp scrub. I link one on my Amazon store on my channel. You can find it in my about section, the description boxes to most of these videos, but try a little gentle scalp scrub. Things that are good for your hair, consuming some collagen peptides, bone broth, things that are gonna, fill collagen, in your body. You don't want to excessively do that. You want to ask your doctors, but things that are supporting your immune system and hair growth. Pam, I'm having my first MRI next week. It will be for the brain. I'm nervous about it. What is an MRI like? I don't know what one is like for the brain, Pam, but I just know the breast MRI. I've done that several times now. What I can tell you is it's very loud. And I can also tell you, remember that the people helping you do this all the time. So trust that they're there to help you. It's loud. So let's start there. So anyways, you're going to be in the room when you're doing an MRI. It's very important to have no metal on your body. So no earrings, right? You're going to take all that out. Nothing metal in your mouth. Um, I mean, a crown on your tooth is okay. You'll let them know, but nothing removable metal. And so you'll go into a machine. They likely will give you earplugs, headphones, or both. And it's just a very loud magnetized machine. It's why it makes that sound, right? It's like this loud "rrr" and all this pinging. The MRI itself can warm your body wherever they're doing the image. So at some point during the MRI, you can feel a lot of warmth in an area. That's normal. Just do your best to breathe and get through it. That's all I can say. I don't like MRIs. They're probably my least favorite thing to do. If you're slightly claustrophobic, that doesn't help. So you need to tell them. Um, but you can do it. It's very important for your doctors to have an image so they can clearly check everything and make sure that your cancer is healing or gone. Good luck. Fatima, what do you recommend eating during the chemo sessions? Okay, so what do I recommend eating? I personally liked things that, again, were healthy and easy to consume. I feel like soups and smoothies were a staple. So making a healthy smoothie. I love putting acai berries in the smoothie. I think it tastes delicious and it's super rich in antioxidants. That's the berry that's like hard to say, right? ACAI. You buy it in like frozen form packets. I buy them at Costco. You can find them at a grocery store. But putting that in my smoothies, they also make acai bowls. I don't know if you guys have seen the super bowls with that really bright purple berry, and they put like granola on it and like some honey and sliced bananas. It was the most delicious thing. So I loved smoothies, particularly with that berry in it. Um, I also consumed, I think soups because I think, well, the broth is good for our body. It's actually been proven that chicken soup is not just a thing your mother gave you when you were sick. It's actually good for you. So something like a chicken soup that's going to have like carrots in it, a broth, so that way you're hydrating and still getting nutrients. Those were wonderful. Otherwise, it's really what you can tolerate because your taste changes when you're doing chemo. And that really stinks because some of your favorite foods just don't taste the same. So I really loved Mediterranean and Asian diet. I felt like they tasted good. So if you're here in the United States, Pita Jungle is wonderful, or find your local Greek restaurant and get some really good chicken with some, turmeric rice and some yogurt sauce and some cucumbers and tomato. Again, Asian food. I think I was drawn to both those because um, they're just kind of low dairy. Like Asian food has like no dairy, right? So you have like some protein and you have some sauteed vegetables and rice, and all of that just kind of sat well with my stomach. So those were meals that I could handle. Helen says, I have just a second here. Sorry, let me fix this. Helen, I have lost it too fast. She has lost the weight too fast. That is a lot to lose that fast, and I'm very sorry. So I know that you have a good medical team, and I hope they are supporting you on at this point a lot, Helen. Tammy, currently experiencing sore scalp with hair loss from chemotherapy. Didn't know my scalp would be so painful. Yes, I'm sorry. I never, you guys know, if you've been to the lives, I don't sugarcoat anything. Like I'm like, oh yeah, like it can be painful. And I don't know that it was painful for me, but it's like the feeling of having like ingrown hairs kind of, right? Um I recommend the gentle scalp scrub, Tammy. You got to get a scalp scrub, something that's, I mean, they're called a scalp scrub. So it's an exfoliator. Mine had sea salt in it. Again, I love this one that I used. Please find it on my Amazon store if you're in the States and can order it. But you need to start massaging your hair with that if you're okay with that, because some hair is going to come out. But it does help relieve because it has some oil and a little bit of sea salt that just kind of helps that feeling. Um, if you're going to start massaging your scalp, though, expect your hair is going to start to come out more and more, and then you'll have to decide what to do with it, if it's time to shave it or not. All right. Helen is so good at asking this, so I love to address it. Marina, how are you and your mother doing and your dogs? You're the sweetest. I'm doing great. I am thrilled that I get to sit here and talk to you guys to support you. It is my dream in the worst way, forgive that I would have to go through cancer, unfortunately, but that I get to use it for good to support you guys and give you tips and tell you, like, let's do this together. I'm here to just listen sometimes. But so I'm great, Helen. I'm great. And my kids are healthy, and my mother's doing great. And she's a 3-time breast cancer survivor. If you guys haven't watched on the channel, my mom has had breast cancer 3 times. We are BRCA1 positive. It's a genetic mutation that puts us at high risk for breast cancer. And unfortunately, we've had cancer more than once. I've had it twice. She's had it 3 times. And it's my new goal. I was discussing with my husband. I always have these goals. It's kind of, uh, hear me out, guys. But if I'm telling you to minimize stress and eat well, trust me, it's something I'm always trying to do myself. And even more so lately, I was saying that I want to really refocus some of my meditations. I've been trying to meditate more on my body working well for me. I'm trying to like deeply ingrain my soul in believing that my body can be cancer free because I'm at such high risk. So there's that. My dogs are great. Max is 16. He is old and slow and he doesn't even care. I want to be like him. I want to be like oblivious to my condition and just get up and want to like eat food every morning. So I love my dogs. They're hilarious. I have 2 of them, and they are a reason to get me up out of bed, guys. I've said it, like fatigue. People are like, how do you do it? How do you keep going? I'm like, I think I put things in my life that give me purpose. My dogs give me a purpose to get up and get out in the morning to walk them because it's so darn hot here in Arizona. And there's my mom. Good morning. And my kids give me purpose to be a better person, to learn patience, and be a good example. So Helen, thank you. I threw on the earrings this morning. This is kind of a new color vibe I'm going with. These colors here for my branding I'm working on, which is Beyond Cancer Coach. You guys can find my Instagram at Beyond Cancer Coach. Narun, I moved from Canada to India for my master's. Unfortunately, I was diagnosed with DLBC lymphoma. Do you think it's a good thing to resume my studies after my treatment? Absolutely. 100%. I mean, if you have to pause your studies because of treatment, that's already hard, and you should never give up on your dreams. You should live your dreams more so since you've been diagnosed with cancer. Anything you are able to do and can do, do it. I ran the Boston Marathon 4 months after finishing a major surgery, after 6 months of chemo, and I was not giving up on that dream. No way. Was it even a very crazy dream to physically run 26.2 miles? Yeah, but it gave me purpose. So your purpose is to get through this so you can get back to your studies so you can continue to give back to the world in the manner that you should be. Karen, I just had a recent diagnosis of triple negative breast cancer and the cell was caught early. Should I have concern of reoccurring after lumpectomy? Why? I I hate to be, I'm not trying to be rude, Karen. Unless you have genetic mutation, and even if you do, because I'm telling you, I'm trying to meditate on like, nope, cancer free, cancer free. No, I don't think you should have a concern. Your oncologist team should literally even tell you, your odds. Sometimes they do. I mean, my oncologist told me, hey, you've done chemo. You should have a 95% chance of never getting this back. Unfortunately, I was the 5%, but it doesn't matter. I should never change my mindset to thinking that cancer is going to come back. You should do everything in your power to live your life beyond. Jody. I think, what did I click here? Hold on. My comments are going. Hello from South Africa, Jody. I'm currently on hormonal therapy and gained so much weight. Any advice to help with weight management? Thanks. Ugh, Jody, I'm so sorry. That stinks. Cancer is hard enough. And then we get put on all these medications that affect our body and our hormones. And when you affect hormones, you're likely going to gain weight. Yes. Advice with weight management. You got to daily be moving. I would focus on consistency over hard activity. I think you should consistently be walking every day and then up that amount of time when you're feeling good, right? So you start with 10 minutes, 30 minutes, and if you're feeling great, go longer. But commit to like a 30-minute walk every day if possible. And then you're going to start your day, with adding some protein into that first meal. This is advice from a lot of experts on, getting your body going for the day. Is a lot of us women in particular do not eat enough protein. If you're not eating enough protein, then you're hungry all the time. And then you're going to be eating food that is not good for you just to fill your hunger. So getting enough protein, whatever form that is for you. Okay. So protein is, could be dairy form like yogurt, eggs. It could be, um, other plant-based proteins. So, nuts, stuff like that. But just making sure protein shake is one of the best ways, really. So protein shake, again, what works for you, but get enough protein in your diet so that you feel more full. And then I personally try to do more light meals throughout the day. That just is me. But I would say that just make those small commitments, Jody, before getting into something big. Eventually, if you can commit to, more exercise or a personal trainer, um, eliminating eliminating things in your diet that add up in calories that you don't need, like soda or something like that. So little swaps, little changes equal big results. So they add up, right? So start with all the little things. Fatima, thank you for amazing answers. Oh, thank you. You're welcome. Tammy, thank you. We'll get the scalp scrub. Good. Oh, you, Helen. Helen loves purple, and she always jokes about a purple pen or purple soda or whatever. And Helen is saying hello to my mother. So caught up with some comments. So let's catch up, guys. What can you expect here on the podcast and live? I post weekly videos. Once a month, you're going to get a tip video on a common question. I'm working on cancer and mental health, how to support you there. The one after that, so probably in October, there's going to be a video on what I eat as a cancer survivor. I'm going to dive more into that, share some advice. That's a huge one. So that's probably a recurring video, right? And then twice a month, you're going to get lives. Here we are. I post on the channel. Make sure you subscribe so you get the notifications for when the lives are. I don't want you to miss this. This is a support group. This is me interacting with you, other people helping with their advice. So you're going to get that. And then once a month, I do a vlog. And this just format kind of gives you a taste of everything, guys. The vlog helps me purge ideas of what I think we all need to hear sometimes because I'm still processing anxiety as being a survivor. And then you get to follow me along sometimes for oncology appointments. I update you on things I'm doing, like the Signatera ctDNA test. So there's stuff like that we're all going to learn with together. So subscribe so you don't miss this. And let's answer the next comment. Lori, welcome. Thank you for the recommendation a while back on the eyelash serum. 7.5 months out of chemo, using it for only a month now. My lashes are longer than before chemo. Woo! Thank you guys. There's so many tidbits of information on the channel that you're going to get. So that's why you got to keep coming back, because sometimes you miss hearing it and then you hear it again. Lori, yes, I did not have amazing lashes before chemo. They were just whatever lashes. I started using this lash serum when I was done with chemo. The key is you should be done with treatment so that nothing interacts with the chemo working for you. It's called Grande Lash, and find the link on my Amazon store. But you just apply the serum at night, boom, lashes start to grow. So somebody would ask about hair growth. If you need lashes, go to my Amazon store, buy this. My Amazon store is broken down into stuff to help you during chemo, radiation, surgery, as well as hair growth. There's a category there for that. So I love that feedback. Thank you. JR, Marina, I believe you already shared this with us, but I can't currently recall. Ugh, I hear you. I have this brain all the time. When you had cancer, had it spread to your lymph nodes? No, I was really, really fortunate. Yep. I had 2 tumors the first time, one on each side. One easily felt, one was found through MRI, and the second time also a tumor that I felt, right? A lump. So no, I had the blue dye injected before each surgery, where it goes to your lymph nodes, and during surgery, they find those lymph nodes and take them out and dissect them and test them, and it had not spread. But don't worry. I would say, if your treatment's going to be different, if it has spread, they're going to remove more lymph nodes so they get to ones that haven't been affected. They might give you different immunotherapies or medication if it has. My point is, there's always hope. There's always hope. I really, truly believe in it. You all need to hold on to it to your very last breath, because every moment here is a moment you're supposed to be here. Jody, I will definitely make a change because I'm frustrated with my body. Thank you so much. I am glad you can make a change, Jody. Yeah, I think I want to lean into this for a moment, Jody. This is huge. Um, I think one of the hardest things about the cancer journey is the struggle so much to hold on to who you were before, from the way your hair looked, from the way your body looked, the amount of energy you had, um, everything. And I have felt that so much. I remember it clearly the first time saying, God, like I said it as this. I was like, I say I I said, I wish I didn't look like a cancer patient. And then I thought about it later and thought, how silly. You are a cancer patient. Like, why are you trying to pretend that like you're not? Isn't that, you know? So by leaning into it, I found more comfort in the journey than stress. And again, hear me out. I thought of this morning. I thought, what tidbits can I share today? And this was a huge one for me. I started to lean into the journey more, and I leaned into it by taking action. And these are all the things that I pay forward on my channel. I made it a ritual packing a chemo bag of things that would help me: a healthy snack, a water bottle, a blind, an eye mask, a blindfold kind of to rest during. And then the second time around, taking ice packs, which I do feel helped prevent neuropathy. And it's important to get professional ones, I would say, because they are in cloth, which will protect your hands and feet. They're iced, but they're not directly on ice or directly on a cold pack. The cloth helps buffer. So you're not burning your skin, but you're getting cold. So I took action. I also did stuff like I matched my chemo caps, my head wraps, to my outfit for the day. I was like, I'm wearing peach today. I'm going to wear peach. I'm wearing navy blue today. I'm going to wear navy blue. Like I kind of just embraced it more. I made it a fashion statement. And when I did that, I felt like I was not fighting that I'm not a cancer patient. I felt like I was being a part of my life, which is that I was a cancer patient and I was doing things to help myself. So now that you're out of it and you're a survivor, try to let go of what your body used to look like. You are at where you're at. Thank God, because you've beat cancer. And now it's time to just take steps of what you're going to do. And it's just one day at a time. I hope that helps. Anita, I just got diagnosed with vulva cancer. So scared, hard to find anything about this cancer. I just want to climb in a hole and cry. I'm so sorry. I don't know anything about it either. I mean, um, Anita, all I can say is thank you for being here and find a good medical team so you can get a plan, and one day at a time, one day at a time. My mom says, hello to all. Helen, I have diabetes on top of cancer, and I am sorry, my comments are behind, and I am alive to grow with laughter in my heart. Even through hard things, we can live a full life. We really can look for the little things that make us smile. Fatima, did you go out as much during chemo sessions? Because everyone is telling me that due to chemotherapy, immunity is so low. What was your routine? How did you deal with all that? Well, Fatima, besides being a YouTuber, besides being a mom, I'm also a dental hygienist and I work in people's mouths. And I do that a couple days a week still. And I did that through each chemo. I went to work and I was a dental hygienist. And I love my work. I love working with people. That's why hygiene fulfills me. I get to work with people and help them with their health. That's why YouTube fulfills me. I get to work with you and help you with your health. My point is I still went to work. I wore a face mask and washed my hands. So I'd imagine you'd be doing the same thing if you need to. If your numbers are really low, you'll wear a face mask and wash your hands. I knew that sitting at home and not feeling well or just laying around all day just was only going to make me feel worse. So I went to work. I took a nap on my lunch breaks in the dental chair. um, Sometimes I go for a short walk if that gave me energy. That is just me. I just needed that. And friends, yeah, absolutely. I went to happy hours. I chose not to drink any alcohol during chemo. I thought it was important to let the chemo do its thing and my body be at top notch. So if I went to a happy hour to see friends, I had, a mocktail, had like a soda water with lime. I think it's important if you can to still live your life. That is my opinion. Lori, let's see. Sorry, my comments are a little lagging on getting them up on the screen. Let's see here. I was 6 months out and only had stubby lashes when I started using it. I am also using the mascara now. Lori's saying how her lashes are growing great since using a serum after chemo. I share that serum on my Amazon store. You guys have to find it. Linda, can I get a tattoo while doing radiation? I don't think so, Linda. No. Save that as a reward to yourself for getting through it. I mean, hopefully you don't have to be on radiation very long. Or at least they usually have you take breaks from it, right? So ask your radiation team, your radiologist, but save that as a power move for you to have something to look forward to. I think it's important to let our body really heal. You're already kind of going through a lot. Helen, just remember you all are so awesome. Even when you feel the changing through treatments, you are a rock star in you. I love that. I feel a little rock star with these earrings when I throw them on. That's why I put them on for my lives. I'm like, I want to feel I want to feel like it didn't just, you know, jump out of bed an hour ago. No, it's been longer than that. Um Jody sends a little heart face here. And Tammy, it's really good to remember one day at a time and just do the next thing. Yeah. I mean, that's just like at any point. I feel like we live in a very fast world now. We have all this information at our fingertips. We have there's so much out there. It's so stimulating. And it makes us feel like we should be doing more than we are. And the honest truth is that you're probably doing just enough. And I told myself, because I am, I just can't slow down sometimes, that my job during cancer, my cancer treatment was to heal. That was my job. So if I told myself that that's my job, then I knew it was okay to take time to rest. I knew it was okay to take time to, make a smoothie. I knew it was okay to ask for help. That's your job, is to heal when you're in active cancer treatment. Anita, if the cancer spread my lymph nodes, what does it mean? Is it too late to be cured? No, it is not, Anita. Absolutely not. People come back from stage 3 and stage 4. So that's where write down all your questions, make sure you're getting them all answered, get a good treatment plan. A treatment plan is, what are we going to do to beat this, from your doctors, and get going. And I do believe in Western medicine. I know it can help get rid of cancer, but I do believe in doing all the other things too to help our body. And for some of us, it might involve going to see a naturopath that might help you, get healthier. Christine, wearing mask during chemo is life-saving. I didn't wear a mask one day during chemo and got so sick from being exposed to airborne viruses. Thank you for sharing, Christine. I mean, yes, that's why I say, look, we're all different. Our numbers are different. Our bodies are different. I did go through chemo the second time during COVID. I did. But not as many people were out and about then, even though I was still doing things. So wear your mask, wash your hands, really be mindful of how you're doing things just to keep yourself safe. I just figure I have toddlers, so I'm just like, well, it's just a crapshoot. Germs will be in this home. So do I wipe down counters every night? You bet I do. You bet. Leanne, hello, Marina. Hello. She says, I'm almost 1 year, October 4th, post chemo. Woo! It's so huge. Getting through your first year after chemo, I feel like your body is still, it's like if you've ever had a baby and they tell you to give yourself a year, right? To like feel better and be ready to lose weight. Give yourself a year. That's where you're approaching. Give yourself a year after cancer treatment to like resettle into your body. Let your body kind of just, start to fully heal. And now at a year, now you can really see how you feel. And again, start taking more steps to get to where you want to be. Laurelyn, I love seeing you. She has such a beautiful family on Instagram and pretty hair. I love your curls. I agree with you, Marina. As someone who went through cancer during COVID, the worst possible thing for me would have been to isolate myself, even with low immune system. To each our own, right? But Laurelyn fills me on this. We know now more than ever, especially during COVID, that community, seeing people, talking to people, is important for our happiness. So, like, not having, you know, having some purpose with work or friends, seeing people, it's not good for us. So, safely do it. I think you'll feel better. Helen, keep us laughing out loud, for it helps us when we have cancer pulling on us. We appreciate you, Maria. Maybe she means me. And if there's Maria out there, thank you. No, I'm just kidding. Mrs. Ghost, good to see you, returning subscriber. Just popped in. Thanks for everything, Marina. Thank you for popping in. I love seeing regular people here. It makes me feel supported too. You guys are supporting me on my journey, as a growing mom and survivor. Thank you. Christine, is your chemo hair different than your pre-chemo hair? Mine is coming out super curly and lots of gray. Boo. Boo to the gray. Super lucky in that aspect. No, I did not get a lot of grays. I do not dye my hair. This is my natural hair color. Yeah, it's always different when it first comes back, though. It comes back like very wavy, pretty curly. And my hair's like pretty straight, right? So this is whatever. It always does this weird flippy outy thingy. So it did come back more curly for me. The gray, not uncommon. I know women that have had that happen. Just got to decide what you want to do with it. Do you want to dye it? Do you want to like leave it all, like maybe keep it light since it's gray? But it's growing back, and that's a good sign. So let's lean into that and then decide what you want to do next. If you want to just rock it new or dye it. Anita, I'm going to my first oncology visit tomorrow. What can I expect? They're supposed to do a CT scan. Yes, that's what you can expect. When you've first been diagnosed, the most common things you're going to start to do are a lot of scans. You're going to have a CT scan and a PET scan. Or let me rephrase this. Let me pause. Let me think. Usually a bone scan, check your bones. You're going to have a PET scan. If they don't do a PET scan, they can use a CT scan and an MRI. So anyways, you're going to have some form of of one or all of those. And it's important. They need to see if there's cancer, where cancer is in your body, so they can create a treatment plan for you. That's the first step. And honestly, you're in a very hard place. One of the hardest places to be in is if you've been told you have cancer and you don't know where it is. I don't want to say how bad it is, but you don't know where it is and you don't have the treatment plan yet. So it's one of the hardest places to be in. It's a very anxiety filled place. And I'm just going to tell you one day at a time, write down your questions, prayer or meditation, hand it over. I'm a faithful person. I believe there's God. And that really helped me get through that time. Mrs. Ghost, we love to pay it back to you as well. Thank you. Saba, I'm currently on Taxol. How did you get over fear of recurrence? Huge question. Number one question, Saba. I get over it. I made a video on this. So I'm going to default to some of my videos on my channel. There's a video on my channel that is how to get over the cancer fear, something like that. Cancer fear, will it come back? And I break down 5 things that help me daily there. And I think one of the biggest things to do is you got to meditate on health. I think you need to be active in your lifestyle, creating a healthy lifestyle and creating low stress. And all I can say is, the thoughts of fear can enter, but I feel like they enter less when you do all of those other things. When you do all of those other things, I don't sit here every day and think, do I have cancer today? I wake up and I know I'm doing something about it. Because honestly, if you had it again, which I have, then you'll tackle it then. Like, you cannot waste a day. Oh, there goes my image. Oh, yeah. I have sound, no image. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Camera is off. Might be too hot. Let's try it again. I think we're running on a backup there. Camera might have gotten hot. Okay. Anyways, you can't waste today worrying about the future. Okay. So use today for you. Do something really nice for yourself. Do something really nice for someone else. Like, this world is a physical world. I think that there are planes of worlds that we're going to be in after this. That sounds crazy. I don't know what I'm trying to say. The point is, you're here now. Enjoy this now. Okay. That's it. That's it. Helen. You wrote my name wrong. I love you, Helen. I was just teasing. I'm silly. Mrs. Ghost, mine came back a lot more great. And poodle curly. Ooh. Laughter is important, guys. I hope you find my sense of humor okay. I think when we laugh, we are being humble, hopefully in a good way, not making anybody feel bad. And being humble is one of the most important things in life. You know, I am proud of my accomplishments, but I'm humble that I am still learning and growing. Jay Breezy, I've been reading all these taxol nightmares. Is there anything positive about it? I'm freaking out there. Yeah, there's something positive about it. It gets rid of cancer. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, Jay Breezy. Um, yes, when my hair fell out and I was tired and nauseated, I thought to myself, dang, this medication is definitely working. There's no way cancer cells are hanging out after this. So focus on that. It's getting rid of cancer cells. Otherwise, why would you do it? That's it. If the goal is to be cancer free, it's going to work. Believe it. And then you better make some good changes to help yourself feel better. Go to all my videos, how to deal with nausea, how to deal. I mean, my top videos, right? You know, chemo. What am I thinking of? What's in the chemo bag? That stuff will help you. I think that's a very good one, right? What's in my chemo bag? Try that one. Helen, amen in God for us, and our faith is our love for him. Amen. Lori, let's see here. I love getting Lori's feedback on the hair. This is great. My hair initially came back very gray and coarse. I had brown hair with silver strands before I lost my hair. Now it's starting to come in more of my original color. I finished chemo in January. So there's Lori's feedback. I mean, you'll hear it all the time, guys. The hair, it will come back. It can come back different, and then it can also change as it keeps growing. Laurelyn, your YouTube videos about everything you've gone through helped me so much in the very beginning when I felt so helpless. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for writing that. I don't know why I assume that you guys are like on here and haven't seen any of my videos. Thank you so much. There are times I will say this, and then I'll probably wrap up a point or two. There are times I say this to myself where I'm like, I'll just be honest. Like, should I keep doing this? Should I keep making YouTube videos? And then I'll get a comment like Laurelyn's. I'll get a comment like I got a message from somebody on Instagram last night that said, recently diagnosed. I've watched most of your videos. They've given me so much hope. Thank you so much. And I'm like, yeah, yes. The videos I made were so important. They're there for you. Carrying forward on doing the lives. This fills my cup, my heart. So yes, this is worth it. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much. I don't know what else to say. Because I'm not gonna start crying, and I don't want you guys to stay here and watch me cry. Mrs. Ghost, the fear of recurrence can pop up anytime. Oh, I'm losing my camera again. I'm sorry, guys. We will wrap up soon. I think my camera is hot because it's plugged in a battery. The fear of recurrence can pop up anytime. So important to have tools to deal with it. Marina has some great content on this topic. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I deal with it. I'm a person, guys. I'm not over here not having anxiety. Like, I feel you. I just feel like I feel the anxiety. I talk to my amazing husband, who's my life coach. This guy. And I get through it one day at a time. I can't even tell you all the things I do. I'm like, I meditate, I journal, I just everything, guys. I vent, I let it out. Helen, Marina, I need to be here for it's helping me to get through each day with love. Well, I appreciate you being here right now in this live. Sonia with Jay, my mastectomy is Wednesday, double, and I'm going flat. I was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer in March, and I have 10 and 12-year-old at home, so I'm nervous about something going wrong. I'm shaking my head. I don't know if you can see me, Sonia. I would say don't be nervous about something going wrong. I mean, be nervous to do something you've never done. This is a major surgery, and you're going to be sore, but you're going to heal. You're going to ask your kids to support you and say, hey guys, I can help you, but it's going to be from the bed or the couch a little bit. So if you need help with homework, you're going to need to come to me. If I need water, I'm going to need you to go fill up my cup. It needs to be reciprocated in this. You need to ask for help, and you need to set realistic expectations for yourself. As far as something going wrong, I hate to tell you this, but these doctors, they do it every darn day. They do it all the time, unfortunately. And thank God for them. But they know what they're doing. They all do. Be kind to them, thank them. Remember they're doctors and nurses and they don't always have time to like chat it up with you and make you feel amazing. They're just there to do their job. So focus on the good and just set realistic expectations for yourself and get physical therapy if you can, because it helps a ton. I'm so glad to see you live now and thriving and healthy, says Sonia with Jay. It makes me believe that it will be me too. Absolutely, it'll be you. Totally, it'll be you. This is your life, guys. This is your life, and you guys are going to do something with it. I absolutely know this, and people are giving her support in the comments. My mom says, gray or not, just be thankful the hair is back. Yeah. Some of the hair, not all the hair. Could have done without the armpit hair. That was fun. But my camera keeps timing out, so I feel like it's a great time to wrap it up. I want to remind you guys there is another live coming up this month, so mark your calendar. We're going to put it at the end of the month. What do I have, guys? Is it Monday? Monday the 25th. I think that's what we did. I'm going to go to my Instagram at Beyond Cancer Coach. And the next live is on Monday, September 25th at 9 a.m. Pacific time. That's 12 p.m. Eastern. A lot of people watch from India. If you're there, you're 12 and a half hours ahead of me. So make sure you come on to the next live. You can look for more videos soon. I'm going to post a lot of updates as this week gets going. Thank you for being here. Have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.